Welcome back guys, and in this video we are going to install stock ROM or stock firmware for Samsung Galaxy J8. So this is actually the part where I will be making an intentional mistake to install the wrong firmware which has the wrong binary for my device. You can check the right firmware and what baseband you have installed on your device before installing TWRP or other custom ROM. And right now I'm actually installing a wrong binary. I'm actually trying to install a higher version of my baseband, which will not work. If you are not interested in this part, you can skip to 2 minutes 20 seconds, and from there I have made a proper step-by-step guide how to install that. So at this current moment, I'm putting in files which are not for my device. Like it's for J and it's for the CSS, but the problem is that it will not work. Like the moment I try to do it, it will fail because it's not the right baseband. I'm actually trying to install the update of 2023 while my device was already on 2021. So this won't work. It will just immediately throw me an error. Now, as you can see, I hit the start button and it shows that it was trying, but it shows fail. And the reason for it showing fail was not a compatible CSC, or it could be a wrong baseband. In my case, it's a wrong baseband, and if you try to do something related to it, it will show error. Now we are going to the process of how to do it correctly. So first, you need ODIN and the right firmware file with the right CSC and baseband. So here you go to SAM FW, the SAM firmware, and you install the ODIN file. I'm installing the 3.14.4. You can install any one of those, everything works fine. Now once we are done downloading this, we'll go to the Samsung firmware, which is also the same website. We are just going to search that, and once we are into that, we are going to just use the right CSC for your device. As you can see, like I searched it again just so that for a reference. And now once we are in it, I search India. You can select any one of these where you belong, and once I'm in there, my device is running on CUI1. The last four of mine, the baseband is CUI1, while I was initially installing CWH2, which will not work in my case. So I am going to download the CUI1, which will install. You have to check for your own self, and where I'm pointing right now, the U6, the U5, these are the binaries. You need to match your binary. If you are not going through your binary, you will have an error, and you can use whatever you prefer, the Terabox, the browser. I prefer the Google Drive. It actually downloads really quick. So now once you have done downloading, just extract the file, which I will be showing you later. And right now we'll move on to the step of how to bring your device into the download mode. You have to have your device shut off. So say if your device isn't shut off, you just do it somehow. Now once you are have it shut off, you press and hold both the volume up and down button simultaneously and plug in your USB cable, which has to be plugged in into the computer. Once you have done that, your device will go into the download mode. Once you are in the download mode, press the volume up key. It will just put you directly in the downloading option. And please make sure that your device doesn't disconnect. If it does, it will entirely fail the process. Now we go on to the process of extracting the file. Now I have Odin here, and I'll be going to my firmware file where I have the right firmware which I have downloaded, and I'm extracting it. You can use the Windows default extractor or the WinRAR. I prefer WinRAR as it's quick. Once we have that extracted, we go and say open it, but we are going to actually open it through Odin. So now you can see me going into Odin, opening it. Yeah, exactly, this is what you get. And now you can see that I will be going to the right firmware, the one which my device supports, the CUI1. And now I'll be selecting BP to BP. You shouldn't select the wrong file. The BP goes to BP, the CP goes to CP, and the CSC goes to the CSC file. And the AP is the actual main system, so loading that will take a while. So you have to let it happen. Once we are done selecting all of these, you can see you have that added and the COM written over there, which indicates that the device is successfully connected in download mode. Once we are done, once all the files are loaded, the option will have the auto select on, more like the auto reboot. And now we select on start. Once we start, see all the files are being extracted and loaded. You can see I have put on my device, and it starts with a progress bar which is corresponding to the progress bar on the Odin 3 app. Now I'll just fast forward this, and I'll just put you what happens at the last. And as you can see, it's just loading the system, and this process will take depending on your file size, which for Samsung J8 it is approximately 2 to 3 minutes. So once we are done, now you can see there is a pass which shows that yeah, your device has successfully been restored to the official firmware, and you can see your device will automatically reboot. At this moment, see, the device is rebooting on its own. And yeah, this will be a complete new install. And here I have it booted, and I'll be fast forwarding this complete setup. And yeah, you will still retain your bootloader. If it's unlocked, it will stay unlocked. It won't be getting locked again. You have to do it. And if you want a video on how to lock the bootloader again and go back to complete stuff, just comment down, I'll make a video again. So for this, you can see I go and select the build number, and once you are done, you will see that the developer option is on, but the OEM unlocking is not there. To fix that, more like to get the OEM unlocking, you have to go into the setting and connect to internet. Either you can put in the SIM or you can connect to Wi-Fi. I'm going to connect to the Wi-Fi. You can see I'm connected to Wi-Fi. And once I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, you have to just simply go back to developer option again, and you'll see that yeah, you have the OEM unlocking, and you can see the bootloader is already unlocked. So thank you for watching, and I hope it helped you, and this will save you from any kind of problems.